Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or...
Yes.
This is going to be episode 12? I think 12? Yeah.
12. Yes.
Excellent. Of Wild Beyond the Witchlight, where our heroes have found themselves in a predicament. For more on that predicament, we turn to our correspondent in the field, Halida.
What's that? Hey! So, Jeltra was staring down the coven members as they watched from above, and then they all saw her looking, and they were like, okay, we be gone. So then they kind of, looking over here, the cameras are here. I don't know what that, anyway. So, they kind of scampered away, so we were like, okay, we're gonna, maybe they're watching us, obviously, they know we're here. So, we kind of explored the first level, and there were a bunch of dress forms. Jeltra was like, check out this hat. I'm going to put it on. And
I think I touched it.
Well, I'm going to touch it. And it turned into a dark mantle.
Who is the recapitator here?
I'm sorry.
She can interrupt if she wants.
Thank you.
So we had to take out the evil hat demon. So we got rid of that. Then we're looking at this mirror that's in some water. That seems like a great place for that. So it's like conjuration magic. Don't know what's going on with that. We touch it. It's all good. So then there's the fountain. It's like just kind of barely bubbling. And Solstice was like, let me poke this, see what's up. And then a gelatinous tube appeared. So we had to take that thing down.
Love the gelatinous tube.
And apparently all the while we're just doing little errands for the hag that we did not even know we signed up for. So good for us. We keep looking. We find this cabinet that has the hourglass sigil on it. I think it said some stuff, but I totally didn't remember or take notes on that. So hopefully that wasn't important. Something about scribble, screw, spittle, spattle, something like that. In another room, we found a bunch of like taxidermy animals. Percy picked up a couple humanoid pin cushions. We'll see if those come into play later. Then we find another mirror, and this mirror is a transmutation mirror. And Solstice is like, what up, buddy? Like at himself, and it made the mirror open up. So then Solstice is like, okay, let me go check out this secret passage. He gets real tiny, and then all of a sudden there's a little door, and it's into the hag's quarters, but under her dresser, like real small. So he's like, whoa, there's the hag, what's up? And then there's a bullywug she's talking to. Yes?
The hag is talking to what appears to be a Darkling elder.
Oh, right, okay. I didn't... yes, the witch.
She for your reference, she looks like this.
Much, not just a bullywug, indeed.
She's a classic
very
witch.
classy witch. So we discovered this little thing. So then we develop a plan. Solstice and Jeltra are going to go in and talk to the hag face to face while the others sneak in small, and then we'll see what happens. So of course we go in, we talk to her. She's like, hey, thanks so much for like clearing up that plug in the fountain. I really didn't like that. Thank you for clearing that up. And we're like, yeah, you're welcome. And she kind of wants us to join her side because obviously we've proven to be pretty, efficient and effective. But of course she knows about our tiny little friends, so Cody grows big and attacks. Recapitated.
And I have one comment before we roll initiative. Thank you, Halida. Thank you, Halida in the field, for that update on the goings on.
Back to you, Cole.
You got it, Colter.
I believe the only person with a passive perception of more than 13 is Jeltra. Is that true or more?
Cody.
And Cody. Both of you can see that the woman that was sitting across and chatting with her, cackling before this all began, does not have a shadow.
Just me.
I don't know if Cody would think anything of that. He'd be like, oh, duh. Like, we don't have shadows.
Could Jeltra make an Arcana roll to see if she understands what that implies?
Maybe prior to a dart having been thrown.
No!
But now you're going to roll in now.
Okay.
Fine. Dun, dun,
Roll initiative.
I mean,
dun.
technically, that passive perception would have went off in the minute that Cody was waiting for Jeltra. That's all I'm saying.
I will let you roll Arcana.
She's not paying
Thank
attention.
No, I was listening. Okay. So I'm using a different one because the one that gave me initiative I was not happy with. In a bucket 9.
Just that it's weird.
It's so weird. Delta thinks to herself, no
I
shadow.
have to see
Interesting.
how low Cody would have gotten. Okay, he would have done okay, actually. But I know for a fact Cody would look at me and be like, do I even have a shadow? And then, like, it's still attack.
Go in a circle.
All right. What are the initiatives?
Oh, I guess I should actually roll initiative.
7.
Miss Jeltra.
Yes,
15.
yeah.
Excellent. Cade. Percy.
18.
Percival leading the team so far. Cody.
15.
Team. Percival still leading the team. Which of you wants to go first?
Of who? Me and
He got
Cade?
16.
16. I heard 15. I'm sorry. All
Or
right,
you
Solstice.
15. Well, because he has 18.
Yes. Oh, which
Me
of the
and
two of them?
Cade have
What?
15 both.
I don't know why I am.
But my dex is probably
I
higher.
don't know why I'm trying to help. I'm sorry.
Okay.
If you put me on a 16, it'll be easier to remember.
I am 16.
Damn it.
So Solstice will go ahead then. All right, and with that, the dart goes off. Go ahead and roll your attack for that intro.
Do I have advantage because it's technically a surprise attack?
No.
No?
Because she pointed you out already.
She's maybe surprised at your gall.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be. It's a 16?
That will hit. As it glances off her shoulder and you hear her go,
Wait, remind me, who are you attacking again?
The hack.
The hag. Okay.
Alright, so it's going to be 8 piercing damage, and then I'm going to Hunter's Mark her for 3. Use my last Hunter's Mark.
Oh, can I get on there?
Not Percy, that's your name.
Your
Cosmo.
little hamster.
No.
And then 5 bee damage as I throw the dart and it erupts into bees that swarm around her.
wait, so that's on top of the, so
So it's 8 plus 3 plus 5.
I love it when you use bees.
That's an actual swarm now. And then I like to imagine that even though you enchanted it for me, the needle turns into bugs and like flies back to my hand or something or reappears.
I figure you do it on
stylish.
your own. I give you the thing.
I love it when you use bees.
I hear that and I just give the most puzzled look to Percy.
I put a heart to indicate that this one is your buddy boy.
Oh.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
I've always felt that wasps are more thematically appropriate, but I felt like bees today.
A noble insect.
Percy, you're up.
Percy is going
Would it not
to...
then be Solstice?
No, because we were starting. Remember, you got one off beforehand.
He's 18
Oh.
too.
Oh, I thought you were higher than him. That's why I was confused.
Well, I guess we're doing this.
We're doing.
So,
You are both still currently underneath that cabinet, I believe.
Hang on. I could have swore there was a code word that somebody said, and that's why I attacked. Right?
There was, that's right.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
because I think so, but I think it's because the hag was like definitely not
Saggy
very cute.
Haggy.
Yeah, somebody said the
Somebody
code word.
said Saggy Haggy.
I just wanted to be on record that Cody did not just attack out of nowhere.
Right.
He waited
Because I
for the
think
code word.
she pointed out that, like, oh, your other friends too.
Yeah.
Are
And
your
then
tiny
someone was
friends
like-
going to join us?
Yeah.
And then the code word was said, and so Cody went, code word.
Yeah.
He was very calm about it.
Okay.
He's not smart enough to not be calm.
Peaceful, actually.
I'm gonna. I can move through Ally, right?
And,
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
I did find out recently that it is difficult terrain, though.
So I'm gonna move here, so I'm not prone underneath that cabinet, and then I'm gonna shoot the hag with my crossbow. Although, is that an enemy right there?
I think so.
A what? That's the witch.
That is the witch.
This is the witch.
No,
No.
the little ones.
Those are the Lornlings.
What the fuck is that?
Her little helpers that you guys saw before. The token looks strange, but they are her little like froggy people that we're looking at.
You might be
Oh.
better off where you were then.
I'm prone though. I'm shooting from prone's disadvantage, right?
No, actually, not a ranged attacks. Melee attacks, yes.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I'll stay where I'm at underneath the fucking cabinet. I'm gonna shoot the hag, which is this one right here. Right?
Yes.
How I remember it is like snipers lay down to get a better shot.
I always thought I thought it was weird that like. Okay, crossbow. That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay,
Did we establish whether you and Nickade are big size or not, though?
I'm small.
As far as whether you've grown back to your full size.
I think we have.
Yes.
All of us have.
Did you ever move out from underneath the cabinet?
Yeah. If I had thought that I would fit underneath it when I grew back, then I would not have. Okay, then I would have moved out. That one would have been there, and I would have been here.
And honestly, you can keep the same space. I just need to know whether you're underneath the cabinet or not.
No, but I wouldn't want to be stuck underneath it. So that's 6 damage,
All right.
and then Cosmo, thank you so much. It's gonna move next to the hag here.
That would be an attack of opportunity from the Darkling.
I don't know if she's hostile or not, so I'm still gonna do it. I don't know if she's joining or not. And
Coulter is smiling in such a way that indicates that,
I don't. Yeah.
That should happen.
kind of looks like Grinch in the
Yeah.
Grinch Stole Christmas.
Sorry.
That smile.
Before, after.
So I'm gonna do rends.
I don't think I can do
And
that.
that
Smile.
wasn't a good smile. Yeah, stolen.
That's a 7.
7 does not hit. I know that's very strange, but it's
Yeah, that's it.
Even oozes don't get hit by sevens.
all right. From Percy, we are down to the Lornlings. This one is going to turn on Buddy Boy that threw the dart as it attacked its master.
Let out.
Dagger, dagger. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
And does a 26 hit?
Yeah.
That'll be 15 piercing damage total as this Lornling, little froggy creature, slides up to you. Its movements very creaky and leaving a trail, and pulls daggers from both sides. The second one is going to do the same to Jeltra.
No,
Does a
Who's
10
Jeltra?
hit?
Dude.
does not.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Take 7 piercing damage, please.
How much damage did I take?
15.
Okay. Oof.
All
Those
right.
things do some damage.
The one in front of Cody gets this big toothy grin on its face as its ovular eyes are almost entirely empty, the irises and pupils so light. We are down from the Lornlings to Solstice.
We in trouble, guys, because I'm already underneath half HP.
By my horn! And I cast Ensnaring Strike on the hag. That just like skeletal looking vines kind of flash as if like lightning illuminates them around her for a second, but then I gotta attack her. With my glaive, 17 plus 5, 22 to hit.
Hits.
So then vines spring out for where I hit her and restrain her. She can make a strength thing.
All right.
Check. Whatever the hell.
Strength save.
And then let me roll for my damage, which is a d10.
Does a 15 save?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so 15 save. So you're not restrained, but you do take 13 damage.
Woof! That is heavy.
Would
Okay.
have been better.
Anything else, Solstice?
No, that's all.
As you hear the hag, how dare you turn the swamp against me? We are down to Cody.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike, so I no longer evoke attacks of opportunity. I would like to move to the bottom of the stairs right here. If you could click for me, or just move me, yeah. Does this have a railing, Coulter?
It does.
So is it possible, like, against ranged attacks, I could get, like, half cover if I duck down after my turn? No? Okay.
They're not thick enough.
Regardless of that, I am going to immediately use Zephyr Strike's secondary effect to get advantage on one attack roll against the hag.
All right.
I am going to try and sharpshoot. Let's see how this goes. Nope. It was Cody's turn. A 10 doesn't hit him.
Oh no! All right, Cade.
Okay. I'm going to move over here,
To here.
further back.
Okay.
There we go. Get some range. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to do, what's it called?
Widdershins.
Widdershins.
Nice. We forgot about that.
I'm going to start doing my Widdershins. And as I'm shuffling in a circle, I assume I just left my little 5-foot square. I'm going to look over and see if anything's happening.
She looks over at you and sneers.
As she does that, I'm going to point at her and go, "You hideous hag, you're going to leave here in a bag!" And cast Dissonant Whispers, but actually, so I'm not shouting that, I'm whispering that to myself. If she could fail a wisdom save, that'd be great.
I'd like to request.
I'd like to request that.
Does a 13 fail?
That
I would
makes
like
it.
one failure, please.
We're so little level still.
Does anything...
You all decided to attack a CR7 creature.
it still takes half as much damage.
Which is a valid choice. I'm not knocking.
I think she's a monster.
She's a tyrant who's overtaken hither.
I have a thing against hags.
So she takes 5 damage instead of 11.
All right. Yeah, you guys are still dealing a lot of damage.
I'm just going to continue my Widdershins. What happens as I say that to her and point like this?
Yeah, when's her turn?
You see the skin around her face begin to crack. And then as it cracks, it fades back into a solid as the sneer turns into an angry snarl.
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 You're missing some piece of information for sure. From Cade, we are down to...
Can I bonus action?
Sure. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realize there was more.
I would like
Maybe.
That is absolutely okay. I would like to, as a bonus action, after I say it and her face does that, as I'm still pointing, I'm going to continue my Widdershins as I say, "Cade, help. I just threatened her. Help me."
You mean Cody?
Cody. Yes, because I'm Cade. Cody. And then that's going to be
I'm inspiring myself.
Bardic for you.
Oh, cool. And that's a D6 still?
It is still a D6, yeah.
All right. From there, we are down to the Darkling. The Darkling.
If she doesn't have a shadow, does that mean she's not really here?
I don't know. Well, I don't know what it means.
Yeah, why don't you take her actions?
Yeah, we'll find out what it means. Just
Not
a
invite her.
second here.
Wait, she never did make an attack of opportunity against you.
That's
I know.
I'm just remembering myself. I'm sorry. I was like,
She's going to step here. And as she does so, she looks around the room and says to all of you, "This was a terrible mistake." And then she casts darkness.
That changes things.
we are only level 3. No one has counterspell or dispel magic.
So can we make a reaction to this darkness? Let's see, what should I do?
So
I don't think we have anything.
you should be able to see it now.
It is definitely darker.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, it's kind of blocked by the line of sight in the room based on the dynamic lighting. But basically, this entire room is now in darkness.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that is all she's going to do. From her, we are down to Jeltra.
Okay. All right. So Jeltra is going to wild shape, and she had one thought, but with the darkness, it's changing, and so now she's changing into her giant spider, which has blind sight.
And can grant us advantage.
Yes. So, but the problem is that I'm so close. So it's going to be a little difficult.
I think that would be easier for a spider to use their webs.
Yeah, it's a
Close,
range.
but-
I'm like,
yeah.
wait, you're right there, but doing it right next to me is harder. That's okay. But changing into my wild shape is an action. And I don't see that I have any.
It is a bonus action for you because you are a moon druid specifically.
Thank you. I'm like, how did this work? I'm reading it again. I'm like, this doesn't make sense of how I've been playing it.
Normal
Okay.
druids, yes, but
Yeah.
as a
Moon druid, it's a bonus action. Awesome. So, how high are the ceilings?
Let me double check on that. I will
Okay.
tell you. I will hardcore tell you what that is. This room.
I would ask it.
They can't be too
It's my bad. It's
high.
20 feet high.
20 feet high.
Sorry, ceilings are 10 feet high, and the lower level's 20 feet high on the uppermost floor. So 10 feet high here.
10 feet high. Okay, so if I were to jump and try and be on the ceiling, would that still provoke an attack of opportunity from them?
It's 10 feet, so
But I've also grown, right? So I'm about.
yeah. So I
10
don't think you're
feet?
leaving their range.
So I
of
wouldn't
attack.
be. Okay. Which
But
means
you
I'm
would
still
also
within range.
not be out of their range. Then.
Right. That's what I was thinking. So. Okay. All right. So for the time being, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to be on the ceiling now. So Jeltra wants to be in her spider form on the ceiling.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and.
Go ahead and make a strength athletics check.
Dang it.
Using the spider staff.
Yes.
Mm.
Strength. Come on. 14.
Yeah. You're good.
Okay. So I'm on the ceiling. And if I'm just right there, it's still going to give me disadvantage. But I was hoping to use my web, but that's at a range, so I'm just going to have to bite. I'm biting a hag.
And that'll be with disadvantage.
I'm biting a hag.
She has
You're in
blind sight.
darkness.
I
Oh,
blindside.
she hasn't moved.
Oh, no, but blind sight means she's not affected by darkness.
All right, I see you trick.
Uh-huh. I'm like, I had blindside. That's why I was going to do my dire wolf, and then as soon as it got dark, I'm like, nope. So are we feeling? With a disadvantage or no?
Without disadvantage.
Okay, so it's a +5 to my bite. 19 plus 5, so 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Yes. And that's on the hag. So 1d8 plus 3 piercing damage, and you need to make a con save. So 4 piercing damage.
And that's 18 on the con save.
Okay, so that saves. So it's half 2d8 poison damage. So yeah, piercing damage, and the target must make a DC con save, half as much 2d8 poison damage. So 3, 7, 10, 5 poison damage from the
Right.
bite.
In the darkness, you just hear.
And
We're
then you
very
hear my
familiar with Jeltra's spider noises.
Yeah.
And we all go, oh, thank God she turned into a spider.
At this point,
Anything else, Jeltra?
and then I'm gonna try and back up to the other far corner. I want to get some range so I can try and use my web, but then I'm also gonna be like on top of them. But I'm on the ceiling, so they're underneath. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so that means that
That's 2 attacks of opportunity, though, right?
it is.
Shit.
hearing
Well,
The spider
there might be a
sounds.
chance that the hag has disadvantage as well.
If she can't see, yeah. What were you saying?
Does a 14 hit?
My spider. Yes, it does. That's my that meets.
Okay, so that will be 9 slashing and 8 necrotic.
Holy fuck balls. Okay, sorry.
And
Motherfuckers.
does a 26 hit?
Yes.
That'll be 9 piercing.
Okay. 9,
Sorry, not a 26, a 21. Does a 21 hit?
21 will hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gave him disadvantage.
Okay, so it was 9, 9, and 8.
Yes.
Okay.
So 18, 20. 5. I have a math minor. I should be able to add basic numbers.
I can't. Yeah,
and
I'm
I can't do it.
9 and 9 is 18 plus 8 is
I mean, you guys are better
26.
than me.
I probably fall to the ground because I am at 0
In your spider form.
in my spider form.
So that's going to be 1d6 fall damage.
Okay.
You
2.
said 10 feet, so if it's 10 feet. Yeah, but if it falls 10 feet, you don't take damage. It's
I
only
mean,
over
he said
10
she
feet.
takes
Oh.
damage, so.
Okay, so 1d6.
Yes.
Me do it. I have to roll it. 4. Fucking a bucket. Okay.
That's the second one. The second bucket in the second bucket.
Yeah, lots of buckets today. Sorry, guys. I'm really foul mouthed from poorly.
We got lots of buckets.
So that whole turn was a roller coaster
Wait,
for
hold on.
Cade. He heard the bird sound, or the bird sounds, the spider sounds, and then the hag squeal, and he's like, still doing his
Winter shins.
winter shins, and he's like, oh, good. Jeltra's gonna do great. And then the sound of thunk, zoom, and he goes, oh.
Okay.
I think I accidentally did that.
Down.
So it's there. So I need to be at 12. Okay. 4 damage. Here we go. Okay. Oh. I'm good.
We are down to the hag. I can never remember his name. I want to say Galaxy, but it's actually Cosmo. Cosmo gets an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Galaxy.
Cody gets an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Me?
She.
Cosmo
What?
has dark vision.
It's magical darkness.
Oh, sorry. Wow. Hank.
Magical darkness.
It's cocked.
Much better.
But I had disadvantage, so it doesn't matter.
I rolled double 4s, so yeah,
Did the
no.
12 hit?
No. Okay. So she is somewhere else. I guess it doesn't matter. It's in darkness, so you guys can't necessarily know. From there, we are going to the top of the round, which is Percy.
Okay. Well,
I was gonna say the only person that would have really known that she left was our spider, who's no longer a spider.
Yeah. So you guys probably heard like the chittering and then
We had
painful
the-
sound.
We had the.
I'm like, oh.
Do we hear like a door close or something? Or door open, close?
What's your passive perception?
10.
No.
Mine's 15.
Yes.
14.
Yes.
What did I hear?
A door.
Door.
open and close.
Door.
If your passive perception was 13 or higher, you heard a door open and close.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff, a lot of noises happening at the same
Sure.
time.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
for sure.
Okay.
So, I mean, if it helps, darkness is a concentration.
But she can't see you
But
anymore.
I don't know where to attack. Like, I think she's still there. So I'm just going to shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get a one or you might hit one of us.
Or I might hit the other person, right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's true. That's awesome.
What did you get?
It's 5.
5 was the highest?
Sorry, 8 was the highest.
Okay. Yeah, just there's a thud as you hear it hit a wall.
Ooh, I don't like this. And then
Which, I mean, is what the sound would have been whether she was there or
Yeah.
not. So.
Yeah.
and then what's his name's Cosmo's gonna try to do another attack too. But I'm not even gonna roll it because it's not gonna hit anything. Right. So
Okay, so from there we are down from Percy to the Lornlings. First one is going to attack Cade.
wait, hold on, sorry.
Go ahead.
Cosmo's passive perception is a 16.
Cosmo knows she left.
Okay. So but he doesn't have a way to tell me that.
You don't have a method of communication? I guess you don't unless you're like touching each other or something.
Yeah.
I don't think they have a language.
You don't have a spoken language they can understand.
I mean, as a free action, either me or Jeltra could just say she left, right?
Yeah, I would have,
Okay.
was that a door?
Has this person moved?
No.
So she was there before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for the darkness.
So I still don't think that I would think to do that. So nothing. I'm done.
Okay. And I will leave it up to your characters whether you believe a door means she left or somebody came in because it was just a door.
Mm-hmm. Well, by that same token, with especially Jeltra being higher than me, could she have heard her walk to the door?
No.
No. Sure.
Did I hear her mutter, "I'm leaving"?
Well, fuck this.
Come
I'm
through,
leaving.
we're leaving.
It's the trash can.
on
Fuck this shit up.
No.
Okay, 14 and 22 to hit Cade.
Guess what? Those both hit.
20 piercing damage.
Oh, God.
That's not good.
So we made some choices, guys.
And holy shit.
Well, you got a crit, didn't you?
Wow. No. It was just stats are kind of crazy on some of these things. They're bonkers.
Sure.
Oh, door opens and closes again. Get it.
What? More doors?
Oh, he left. He attacked and then left.
You guys all hear panic rabbit screeching and squelching sounds.
And hopefully more Wittershins.
And
And the sound
then
of Wittershins has stopped.
Panicked.
Cade, go ahead and roll if you would like an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Oh, yeah. With disadvantage, we're at a 10.
Does not hit. All right. As you swipe through the darkness and you do not connect Solstice, does a 17 or a 19 hit?
Both of us hit.
That'll be 19 piercing damage.
I'm down. Oh, wait. I got my stone's endurance. Hold on. Let me reduce that by a d12. Plus 2. Ooh, 13. So what was it? 20?
19.
19.
So 7.
I'm reducing that.
6. All right. You also get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Disadvantage.
Okay, so that's 5 plus 5, 10.
All right. Sorry, what I went woof about is the Lordlings have 120 feet of movement.
Oh, okay.
Which is just friggin' bonkers. Okay.
I have a question.
I possibly have an answer.
Daily double.
So I'm looking at darkness,
Yes.
and it mentions that it stops non-magical light,
Yes.
and it dispels light that's made by spells. But magical items that emanate light from not spells can still illuminate the darkness.
Okay.
So the things that I made that shed light were not made by a light spell. It's magical tinkering, so it's magical light that's not a spell.
What things did you make that shed light?
I did 3 buttons
Mm-hmm.
with the magical tinkering that I can do. They only shed light in 5 feet.
Okay. Who has
It's
the
very unclear.
button?
I have
Who has the button?
I have one. I think you have one. I
I think it's
I
A.
think I have the other one.
Okay, so Cade, go ahead and re-roll your attack of opportunity. Cody, go ahead and re-roll your attack of opportunity, not with disadvantage.
Sorry, I just.
That's okay.
Like, figure out what
So that
to
would have been a
do.
19 then.
Okay, so that will hit. Go ahead and roll damage for that.
Mine was still 11.
Will not hit, unfortunately. And Solstice then does not have a button. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot you all had that entirely.
Well,
My bad.
I've always been unclear as far as like how that works and like the
I'll take it.
rulings that they've made. It's been very weird and like wishy-washy.
15. Do you need damage types? There's mostly piercing.
No, that's fine. 15 works. Oh, she's not looking right. Okay.
Wish I had Sentinel.
Yeah, and because of that light, you definitely saw that she left. No more question about
And you
it.
guys would have too, because my light would have shown her running past me, right?
The way that I'm gonna make this not too bamped is you can see it if you're close to you. So if they were standing next to you, they could have seen it. On the other side of the magical darkness, it's gonna be too far away. Okay, so that last turn was the Lornlings, correct? So we're
Yes.
on to Solstice.
Okay, so I'll just attack her with my glaive.
Okay, disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, 7.
Does not hit. Anything else? Bless you.
Don't die.
Wittershins. He's allergic to his own.
You didn't tell us you were allergic to
Maybe he's the hag.
It's unimportant.
That's
Also, the Wittershins had stopped
That's
as I am bleeding profusely.
All right. From Solstice, we are down to Cody.
All right, so Cody only has 5 feet of light, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to move to flank with Solstice. I don't know if I still get the flank because Solstice.
you can't
Is
see
it
anything,
darkness?
so you don't even know that.
Well,
you're
I have
flanking.
light within 5 feet of me.
Oh, I guess you do see that.
You can see Charm fully. You cannot see Solstice.
Okay. But
Charm.
do I still get the flanking bonus? Is what I'm asking.
No, you just don't have disadvantage.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll 2 dagger attacks while I'm here. Okay, one's a nat 20, and the other one is 30-20.
Those
So
are both
25 and 20. So the nat 20 is going to be, hang on, 7 plus 4. No, 7 plus 6 is
13?
13. And then 13 plus 4, 17. That's another D6. Another 6. So
23.
23 for the first hit. And then the second hit is going to be 5. Another 6. 5, 10.
Okay.
So 33 altogether? As Cody pulls out a pair of daggers that no one knew he even had. Just go
I
ham.
need Cody, Solstice, and Cosmo to make a Constitution save.
Oh, I don't like that.
Fantastic, buddy.
What is it called?
Mhm.
17. 17.
12.
I think what it is, you might be immune.
Well, I was gonna say he's a construct.
All right. That will be 4 radiant damage to each of you as a blinding light erupts. And
Or radiant.
the darkness vanishes as a pile of ash lays between the two of you, and you are out of combat.
And the darkness is gone.
Oh!
Whoa! Was that where the hag was?
No, that was her witchy friend.
Hag left.
How's everybody looking?
Not great.
Cody, I walk over to you and do I need to? Oh no, it's 60 feet. I just see that you're not looking great, and I heal you for. I don't have any cool flavor for healing word. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
For 6 HP.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
I will cast Goodberry, so I have 10 HP that I can give out in 1 HP increments. Do we want to split that amongst us 3?
Sure.
Right. So if you haven't got any other healing, you take 4, you take 3, I'll take 3.
Do
And
you
will
need
be
healing?
uncomfortably
At this
full.
point,
No,
is
he's
just sitting
super.
on the ground.
All right, I'll give
No,
you
oh.
my 3 then.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'll give him my 3 too. I mean,
Or if you want to do that,
He's
because
pretty
you can
bad.
wild shape
yeah, I can wild shape. Well, and I can't anymore. I've used.
both.
Mm-hmm.
Can I stomach?
Remember,
3
I was a
berries?
spider
Yeah,
in
those
the
dumbbells.
well room.
I have lay on hands too, so I can heal I'm healing myself
So I'm just
for
gonna-
that too.
For 15.
Yeah.
I'm casting mending on Cosmo.
Where's my D8?
So does
Okay.
somebody need that for HP?
I mean, I could still use it, but I
I'll take
mean,
it then.
I'm at 1 HP, but Nikkei doesn't have any self-preservation.
why don't we just both take 5? How's
Okay.
There you go.
that?
You're at 1 HP.
Yes.
1 HP. But Nikkei isn't afraid of death and doesn't think it's too big of a
He's
deal.
the
Well, yeah,
friend.
but,
His friend's
um,
there.
Level 3. Level 3.
I do want to add,
No, we're only level 3.
I want us to be
Oh.
level.
Well, I think we
Almighty,
have to kill
omnipotent, all-knowing DM. Can my little bunny stomach 5 good berries?
I will allow it.
It's a magical effect, so I
Yeah.
don't think it would actually harm you.
Okay.
I will. So, the rules in the book say encountering a hag raises your level. So, you've encountered this hag. When you get a long rest, you will be level 4.
I'm also just going to cast Heal Word on myself.
Maybe we should long rest right here in her house.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't seem to know about the mirror hallway.
She ran like a little bitch away from us. So.
I think she
I think
does
she
because she
does. I
knew
think
that
she
you guys
does.
were small.
Yeah.
And how else would you get small?
All right.
Ooh.
So our choices are: we march upstairs, and because she went upstairs, right?
We don't know.
Well, I had
You-
The
light.
door opened and closed.
She used
Well, I
the
had
door.
light. Where did
But it
she?
was-
run?
Well, she opened and closed a door. So,
No, but I
Which
mean,
way did she
where
run?
did she run?
she
run down
opened
this,
through this door.
that door. Okay.
Yeah, so beyond there.
But that's another door on the opposite side, correct?
Here, yeah.
Mhm.
Doesn't this go back out into the hallway? Isn't this where you came from?
I think so. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where Solstice and Jeltra. I mean,
Our choices are: we go and try and finish this now, or we leave and come back. I don't even know if that's really an option.
Who cast the darkness?
the
witch.
The one I killed.
Well, if she's gone, then the hag is running.
Well, and if we've had a chance to make ourselves feel better and heal, then I'm sure she's had a chance to heal as well. This isn't gonna go easy.
She's an evil creature. Evil things can't heal. They can't do that magic.
And I'll look at Solstice.
That's not how it works, buddy.
I've read books. Okay.
You sure about that?
They were upside down.
I'm offended that you think I'm illiterate. Okay.
Don't think.
I want to go to the opposite door and listen to see if there's anything that might be threatening to us on that end.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Okay.
We'll go up to the door that she left.
11.
The door is fairly thick, and all that you can really hear is the slight rustling of like feathers.
Wait, is there a bird? Do hags keep birds?
I don't know.
How would I possibly know that?
I wonder. I've never been like a place like this. I don't know what's going on. I'm not anywhere near home, and there's a bird on the other side of this door.
Why would there be a bird on the other side of the door?
I see Jeltra getting emotional, and I remove my second flask of Alchemist Fire. I'm like, would you like to burn her house down?
Let's not do that over here.
I walk over
This is
to
a very Cody thing to ask.
That's why
I walk over to
Percy's like,
Delta and stick
no.
my little rabbit arms out.
Aww.
Maybe later.
I'm listening at the door she went out of.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Perception.
Paper bags are really
13.
Silence.
Okay. I'm standing by.
And then do it. Just do it. So, Cade, you were standing. Is that a window that you were standing by previously before you came to hug Jeltra?
I
think so.
I assume so.
Okay.
What are you all doing now that you find yourself alone in this destroyed and disgusting study?
Is it destroyed? I don't know if we really.
There's gouges in the walls from attacks that all of you have done. Several of the plates that were dirty and laid around the tables have been knocked to the floor, joining the smashed ones that are already set around and dirty. You can see now that the darkness has been removed, that the chairs that each Bavlorna and Charm were sitting in are molded and tearing in multiple places.
All right. So, from my estimation, and correct me if I'm wrong, we have two choices. We either go after her now and maybe die, or we leave and come back and maybe die.
Correct.
Well, I mean,
But we haven't resolved anything
no.
from being here. And we promised a couple people that we would kill the hag. We haven't done that yet.
I think we gotta kill her.
I will remind you that you also promised at least one person that you would find something that was in this house.
The elves.
Can I poke around the room for searching for Clapperclaw's head?
I just don't know if we have time.
Well, we're deliberating.
I'm gonna fall and sit down on my haunches.
5.
Nope, there's so much trash and just detritus just strewn around the room.
Can I listen at this door?
Go ahead and roll perception. You already got one silence hearing through that door.
Oh, I thought you were taking the other one. I'm sorry.
I checked the first. I checked the
Solstice
far
checked
one.
that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. If she already did, then never mind.
Wait,
I
and
would
those
do
are
it again.
stairs
Leading up, yeah.
leading up.
But we know she didn't go up the stairs.
Because you were standing on the stairs, she went through the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reach into my pack, pull out a hard but sweet cookie from my rations, give it to Jeltra, and go like, "It's time."
Okay. I'll eat the cookie.
Is
I don't know what
there
I'm doing.
is there a an educated guess I could make about how far up this tower we are? Like how many more?
Yeah, I think
Rooms
from
do I
seeing
think?
it from the outside, you know that there was about 3 stories to this, and you're on the 2nd story, so there's only one above you.
Okay.
But we know she didn't go up through here, so she must have. If she went up a floor, there's stairs we haven't found.
Okay, I mean this. Yeah, we haven't gone through this door, so it could be through this door.
All right, let's go after her.
I think that's a smarter idea.
My love, I hate to put you in front of everyone, but
That's where I want to be.
I was gonna say, do you want me to open the door and then send Cosmo through?
Yes.
does Cosmo feel pain?
No, Cosmo does not.
I
He's
will
made
not
out of
Send a
metal.
hamster to do my dirty work.
Okay. I like that.
Don't send a hamster to do man's work.
As
mean, if
cute
we-
as he is.
Do we feel like we can take a short rest at all? Me?
I don't think that we should.
Right.
I hear you, but I'm
Okay.
back here with my crossbow ready. So if we open the door and she's there, can I maybe get a shot off?
Go ahead.
Well, she ran for a reason.
Cade at this point is trying to make himself as
I'll stand
presentable as he can. And
I'm
he
not blocking your shot.
because Vinny, I'm not coming to see you yet. Shut.
Yeah.
All right, opening the door.
I'm gonna hold my quarterstaff ready.
Hallway is empty.
And there's okay, so I start down it. Are those stairs right there?
That's what you came
Do
up
we
from.
think she went
the,
there? Do we think she went to the other rooms?
I say we clear the other rooms before we.
Can I have my short bow out with a little arrow on it?
Little.
We are all on edge.
Yeah. We're in those horror movies where they're all about to throw shit.
1 HP doesn't feel good. You can feel your insides becoming outsides.
Oh god.
Okay, so you're going to the doors first.
Yeah.
Which one of us had a familiar we could send down to the first floor?
Cosmo.
You're not
You
looking
can't
to-
see through Cosmo's eyes. Yeah.
You can't
I mean,
communicate
if we hear snapping and crunching and sparking sounds, then
Which door are you opening first?
I'm not putting place
Whichever
box
one's
on it.
first.
So it's like,
It's like how
Like the
They're
top one or
across
the
from
bottom
each
one?
other, I think.
the bottom one.
Okay. opening the bottom door, and I have to move you into the room even if you're just standing at the door. Apologies.
Oh, that's right. Didn't we go in there?
We did.
Oh.
Yeah, we went
Very
to the
lost.
kitchen.
Wait, so this is the hallway we've already been in?
Yeah.
We checked
Oh.
all this stuff.
But this
Okay.
is where
I
she
don't
went.
know.
Okay, then I guess we want to go upstairs. My bad. I
Yeah.
thought we had.
Well, she
checked-
didn't
No,
go
we
up
ran
there.
through here. So unless there's stairs we haven't found, she has to be in one of these
Do
rooms.
these go up?
Oh.
They go down.
They go down.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it possible to do just a quick perception at the stairs to see if I hear anything on the first floor?
Sure. You do not.
13.
You do not.
I mean, it makes
So
sense.
you're on the stairs, but you're not.
Yeah.
The stairs.
I guess it would make sense for her to leave because she could just go get the bullywug people to take us down.
But if
Like,
she was,
what would her? Yeah, why would she
if
leave?
she's weak, would the bullywugs still side with her? I mean, they're an entire tribe of people. She's one person. If she shows weakness,
I guess we can't really comment on that. We don't know.
I don't know the socio-political situation that we find
Or
ourselves
check that
in.
top room. Make sure she's not in there. Boop. Bedroom.
All right,
Empty.
but on the far side of that south room, there was also a door. Wasn't there?
In the dining room.
There is. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I say we move in there and
head through the dining room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a door here and a door here.
I will look out the windows onto the
Oh, I guess,
balcony.
Hank, we can move it to the map. Apologies.
Oh, I thought I had. I'm so sorry.
My love, south door, and then I'll check the balcony.
And we'll open the south door.
All right. We will resolve these in order then.
I'm looking through the window onto the
So
balcony.
you're looking through the window?
Yeah.
So the window is glass. Through the glass, go in the far distance, probably about 100 feet away from the building, you see splashing in the water.
Okay. Here, make a perception check to see what it is.
Go ahead.
19.
Okay, so we're pressing your ear up against the window to get a better idea. You can hear a high-pitched cackling. And putting your face closer, you can see in the distance, just barely through the fog, the hag riding a lily pad that's breaching the waves as she flees.
How far away is she doing?
About 100 feet at that point.
She's jet skiing on a lily pad.
Does anyone have something they could do at 120 feet to stop her?
No.
I can shoot with disadvantage.
What's the
And
range?
you have a short bow, right?
Yeah.
I believe short bow 120 feet is within your range too.
It says 80 /
Actually, I have a
320. I don't know
longbow.
what that means.
So
That means
disadvantage.
disadvantage. If
Okay.
you have a longbow, I think
Yeah,
that's
It's
actually.
150. Yeah.
But I'm still gonna take it too. Like we can all go.
I mean, Cody would go like, "She's fleeing."
And then,
So I mean,
yeah.
like you guys can all run out there.
All right?
We said 100 feet.
She's 100 feet at the time that I saw her.
Can I try something?
It is going to be through the fog as well.
Okay.
I will not grant disadvantage at this point.
Guidance.
Can I grab something from the table, fly out
Oh!
30 feet,
Oh!
and catapult something at her?
She will be further away by the time you do that.
How far away would she be?
Another 40 feet.
Instead of him grabbing something as he runs through the door, can I throw a dart up into the air that he can catapult?
Sure. Go ahead, everybody roll your attacks.
Guidance.
I have guidance. I'm taking it at disadvantage, right?
If your attack does not allow you to attack that far, then yes. You're not getting at a disadvantage from the fog.
Okay, I thought you were saying I have double disadvantage. No, I don't
No,
know how that works.
Can she make a dex saving throw, please?
That she can.
That was a nat 20.
What
You
was
just
the
roll
other
one of those
one?
again.
Okay, the other one's a
With
So
with
20
guidance. With guidance.
5 and a 21.
Unfortunately, guidance does not work on attack.
Oh, it does. Oh,
It's ability checks.
dang it.
21 was the disadvantage.
Yeah.
Bless.
That'll hit.
I think, yeah.
That's what. Okay.
Okay.
Do well. Didn't do shit.
Oh, it helps morale a lot.
Okay, good.
And that's 9 damage. That's
All
max
right.
damage.
21.
Hits.
I got a 21 to throw my dart in the air, but I wasn't actually attacking.
4 damage.
4 damage. All right.
So that's 10 total.
What's your dex?
And the
It's 1.
Oh,
dex save was a 5.
Okay. All right.
this is the most important role of your career. I'll also have to lose the dart.
Can I have please?
A D what?
D8. Yeah. Then one from each.
Fire.
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna give you a blue. Where's my 8? There it is.
19 damage.
Whoa.
All right, so that was 19, 9, and 4, right? Okay. You see the lily pad go like slide back and forth as she screeches on each of the hits and progress forward into the mist.
Into the mists.
Into the mist.
Do we have any way of tracking her? Maybe someone who can fly after her?
I mean, if she's only moving 40 feet, I could follow her. Because
But
if
you're
I
bad at
dash, I can use
directions,
60.
so
But
finding.
If I just go the same direction, it doesn't mean I'm interpreting direction,
But
right?
then it's we have to find you.
Right, and I probably couldn't find you.
Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna
would
suggest
message
you do
her.
that.
It's up to all of you.
Okay. I wouldn't suggest it.
I jump in the
Anything else
water.
is. Oh,
You
whoa.
jumped out of the building?
It's a deep bog.
Where's our boat? Okay, I'll jump down there and I'm heading towards our boat, I guess. Wait, do we if we jump in this tower, I don't know
You are, at this point, you are about 50 feet above the water level.
Oh boy.
But jumping into water, you take half damage.
Yeah, so it will be damage, but it'll be half.
All right, well if he jumped, I jumped.
Jeldreth.
Maybe you guys could find the head while we do what it is we're doing.
From where you are right now, she is no longer visible.
Yeah, but I'm hoping I can find where she disembarks from and make survival checks. That's my goal. Is not to like catch up to her, but to get to where she disembarks as fast as possible. So if the boat is close, we'll jump in the boat.
I don't know that it's close. It's gonna
Well, because
take
we
a
left the
minute.
boat at the bottom of this thing, so if we jump
If
down,
you're jumping off of this balcony, the boat is on the other side of the building, so you would need to swim around to the other side of the building to get to the boat.
would that be closer than going to the shore? That's what I'm wondering.
Getting to the boat is closer than getting to the shore,
Yes.
yes.
So we go to the boat and then go from there.
Okay.
It's
But then you'll have
5d6 halved for both of us.
You'll have to double back, though, to go towards her.
What'd you get?
14.
I got 21, so it took
Ooh.
10.
As you both, one after the other, smack into the water.
Oof.
Is there any chance we could make athletics checks to like lessen that damage?
Nope.
It's like a
Absolutely
really
not.
good dive.
I'm so sorry.
All I just see is
I was on my high school diving. So.
This is a choice. All right, so you are able to, within a few minutes of landing in the water, be able to collect yourselves enough to get back to the boat and to be able to start rowing in the direction that you believe the hag went.
While
What are the rest of you doing while they are doing this?
while they jumped off, I want to dash as far as I can towards where she was going.
With flight?
Yeah,
You are gonna go.
so 60 feet.
Okay.
Do I see her?
It takes you roughly a minute to catch up and be able to see her from above.
How
So
far away?
at the time that you finally exit the mists and are able to actually see her, you see the lily pad skating across the edge of the lake as then tendrils extend from beneath it and it begins to crawl across the land.
How far away from her? am I?
That'll at least be a distinct trail.
That will be from that point you are you were flying at the same height that you left it.
Mhm.
So you're about 50 feet above her. So 10 feet back, 50 feet above.
So what? Less than 60 feet?
Yes. Yeah, you cannot see the cottage at this point.
Okay.
We're coming, buddy.
I know you are. I'm just trying to slow her down. Dude,
As
You
I
can
will.
turn into swimming form. No, you can't yet.
as I
Yeah,
see
just
Percy,
Jeltra and Percy are left in this room right now.
as I see
Hey,
Percy
Cosmo.
flying out, can I be casting message and checking in? I mean, obviously he's going to go
Given the
out of
math
range,
involved, he would be out of range already, I think.
but at some point, as he's after the dart throw, I just, are you going after her? You're going after. Okay, we're gonna find you. Don't worry.
okay.
And then I look at Jeltra and we run down the stairs or start
Yeah.
running down the stairs to
We're
get
heading
out.
Can it be hilarious that they get to the boat at the same time as us?
I mean,
So
considering you
completely
jumped
pointless.
off the thing and had to swim to the boat, you will
guys
reach the
grabbed
boat.
Cosmo, right?
Yeah,
At the
Cosmo
point-
under my arm.
At the point that the two of you swim over and climb on the boat, you hear this slam as the door opens and Cheltra and Cade stand at the top of the stairs.
Cody looks at them and goes, "Oh, it took you so long."
Okay, can I get another dex saving throw from her?
Okay.
Jump in the boat.
jump in the boat.
Jump in the boat.
8.
Okay, so she is now outlined in fairy fire. And I'm hoping it takes you guys a minute to get here.
It will.
Why a minute?
Because that's all that it lasts.
I still have Hunter's mark on her, so I have advantage to track her.
I will remind you
Okay.
of one thing. Fairy fire is an area effect and she has not stopped moving forward.
Oh, fair enough.
But it's an area effect when it goes off, but she continues to be outlined even if she moves out of the effect. Right?
Um,
And for the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light. A 10-foot creature.
All right. She has not stopped moving at this point.
I'm gonna keep following her.
As she clocks you from what you've done now in both of these moments, you're getting to the edge of the Bullywug village. She turns around from the lily pad, does a 20 hit.
Yeah.
She reaches into the air and you see her claws come together as this black ray forms and sprays from her at you, and it is 21 necrotic damage.
Okay, first I'm gonna make my concentration. Keep this spell up.
Well, that's a
It's a
good.
nat 20. So, okay.
So at least you're still alive, is what I'm mostly concerned with.
Yeah, barely.
At this point, she is only now able to move 20 feet that turn.
Okay, well, you know. Does she look bad? Can I tell?
She doesn't look great.
She's very fired
She
up.
definitely does. She looks bloodied. She does. You can see kind of ooze starting to come down her face and drip from her claws.
She's only moving 20 feet now.
That turn, because she attacked you.
Okay. Do this.
Are we at this point rowing over?
We're way far behind.
It'll take all of you about 2 minutes to reach them from starting where you are.
It's because I'm very small. I'm assuming I'm not rowing, so I'd like to just have it. And I'm going to continuously trying to be pinging Percy with message. Hello? Hello?
I'll respond
Can you hear
as
me
I
now?
can.
Can you hear me now? Got it.
And you're still up?
Yeah.
I'm going to.
I would like to do one more thing. Can I attack her one more time?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out from my pack as I'm flying. The 100-sided die made some coal that I got somewhere. That's one of my trinkets. And I'm gonna
Dex save?
Jinx.
10.
okay. Can I have a D8 again, please?
Absolutely.
One more.
It's so bad.
15.
All right. You see the lily pad stop
Oh.
as she turns to face you with rage in those circular eyes.
Okay.
And she takes her hands up and claps them together. And her entire form, including the lily pad below her, shines with a bright light and then sucks into itself, and there is nothing.
She banished herself.
Well, shit.
Arcana check?
You didn't
go
stop
invisible?
Well, if she's invisible, I'd still be able to see her. Because
With
of fairy
fire.
fire.
So she definitely teleported.
There's no fairy fire.
Yeah, I figured.
She's gone.
Well, we made a good first impression.
Make an Arcana check.
I mean, if we remove her from hither, I think that still counts as us doing what we said we would do.
We're not. It's not
17.
untrue.
She changed planes of existence.
All right, question.
Mhm.
We have established that if we complete a contract, we have a feeling.
Yes.
So when she does that, do we feel like she has left hither, which is what we promised we would do?
Yes.
All right, so we even approaching her, we feel that.
Halfway across the bog, with the mist shrouding you, unable to see the shore and unable to see the cottage behind you, all of you have this feeling of a weight come off of your shoulders. This gentle tinkling of bells seeming to sound within your ears.
He did it. He killed her.
I'm at this point. I just fall over. I'm laying in the boat. Percy, what was that? Percy,
She's gone.
gone, dead.
No, she disappeared.
Guys,
They're really angry.
I look my head. Guys, she's not dead. She's just different plane.
Something like that.
At that moment, you all
Truly fled.
are able to break through the mist and see the shore 20 feet away as Percy hovers above it.
While I'm on the ground.
As Percy sits on the shore.
Like Snow Angel, like, fuck this shit.
Well, we should return to the cottage.
I run over and I cast Healing Word on you.
There are a few bullywugs at the edge of the swamp. All
You get 4 HP back.
Hey, something. Thank you.
all of you ended up. Oh, it's all loading still on my end. All of you ended up around here at this dock area. And there's the giant frogs, the bullywugs are still trying to keep contained, and they're looking at you confusedly as you've all come up. And the hag just vanished in front of them.
Nothing to see here. We was just playing a little game with her.
We have banished the hag Bavlorna.
They look at each other concernedly, and the far one sprints off out of sight across the rocky pathway.
What is that? I mean, it must be true. I said it.
Don't.
We should return to the cottage and
I'm so
see if we can
confused.
find Clapperclaw's
Wait, we gotta
head
go
still.
back?
Yeah.
That's right.
We have to find Clapperclaw's head.
Can we just?
And let's long rest there. I doubt she'll return.
There might be more insidious traps in her cottage. Maybe
Well,
we
and-
should ask the king if we can stay.
I don't think the bullywugs are on our side now that they know we've banished her.
Should we find the king first? There's probably going to be an uprising of some sort.
To be fair, the king didn't seem to be a huge fan of Bavlorna.
Right. Does that make us king if we now defeat
No,
him?
we would have to kill him,
Oh.
which we can do if you'd like. I would just like to take a nap first.
I don't think we should.
Yeah.
I was just thinking out loud.
Oh, look, all of you are still here.
Okay, so to see the king first, or to go back to the cottage to find Clapper Claw's head?
I feel like it's only right that we see the king.
We see the king, but we must insist that we need to fulfill our word to Clapper Claw before any other matters.
I just don't want the bullywugs to stab us in the neck.
That's a good
I
point.
think that's why we sleep
Yeah.
in the hags.
Well, but if the hag is gone, are the bullywugs going to be scared to come in there and stab us?
I would
I
be.
think that this place is going to be
I am.
influence from the
My love, opinion?
I've already stated my opinion.
Helena, what was your opinion?
I think we need to go back to the cottage and look for Clapperguy's skull and then long rest. But if you guys want to go to the king first, that's fine.
Maybe we do go. Maybe Solstice is right. Maybe we go to the cottage first. Let any sort of uprising happen. That's it. Kind of sounds like none of our business.
I just feel like any uprising is going to involve stabbing us.
Okay.
What
so
What did we
cottage
do to be
first.
stabbed?
Killed their person?
But we didn't kill her.
However, if we go back to the cottage and claim the cottage as our own, in theory,
That also sounds like a quick way to get stabbed by the
but
group
we're
that stabbed
establishing
their leaders.
we're establishing that we
Cody can get
that's the
stabbed.
hag.
I will point to the king heads like by that bridge and should be like, I just don't feel like they respect leadership very well.
What direction did that one bullywug run off to?
He ran across those stones that you all had taken.
He's on his way to the king.
Right.
Okay, so back to the cottage.
I'm flying back to the cottage.
To the
Back to the
cottage.
cottage.
Percy, that way.
Thank you.
As you start flying in the wrong direction.
Flying to the king.
As we get in the boat and start rowing back, I'm gonna pull out my lute that folds up nicely. I'm gonna unfold it, lock it in place, and start just playing in the boat.
Pop, lock, it, and drop.
It's mildly for everyone's entertainment and relaxation, and also because I'm in a boat on the water. I don't like it.
I'm in a boat. Look at doing flips and shit.
I don't know if it would help you or if it's too much work right now, but or we'll do it later. Let's put light on.
I just so there is light. I just need to move you guys to that area.
Oh, gotcha.
And I apparently put you on some random ass layer that I don't know where. Oh, you're on the map layer. Oopsies.
It's always the goddamn.
Map.
I was smart enough to put everybody else on the token layer, but I put you on the map layer. All right, let's get you all back to where you belong, except for this person who does not belong there.
Cool. Wait.
What?
We found
Where are we?
a
What's
scroll.
going
Did
on? What's
Percy
happening?
Nobody look at this.
No.
Lampreys with the hag.
Say again?
Did
Her
Percy
little minions.
see if the hag had her little minions with her?
Yes, she did have. She had the two that attacked you in that room still.
Okay.
Gonna be
Could've
a
gotten so
fight
much
later
worse.
on.
How do you know that?
Still took 20 damage. Like, that's a lot.
I was sitting there going like, okay, so he takes 21 damage, he drops. Then he takes damage from the fall. That's 2 automatic death saves. He would have 1
Yeah.
One
save.
roll, yeah.
So the group of you, as you return to the cottage, climbing up the stairs, find that basement room with that pool now filled, much as you left it, with the lacking, although it still shows on the map, of the lily pad.
Okay.
So now that she's gone, there still could be dangers in here. So I say take a quick break.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would much rather have Spider Jeltra on our side, and she needs to rest before you can do that. Yes.
Yeah, I can't do that again right now.
So make camp in here.
Well, I just spent a short rest.
But still, what's a good defensible position? I mean, we don't know what else is going on. We didn't explore the entirety of the.
Let's just take a small
Power.
rest for now.
Okay.
So, Cosmo can't talk, but would it be reasonable to say that he could like make a noise or like crash into something, if like because he has vigilant,
Yeah.
so he
yeah,
can be
keep
surprised. So like
watch,
if we like slept, he could watch. He could like ram into me or something to wake
Yes.
me up. Okay.
He could just creep in a line and you just roll over all of us.
And that'll be 1d6 damage.
That's a D4 at best, sir.
For hamster ball damage?
His
Really?
horse friend is the code.
Yeah, but he's trying.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he is able to make
Okay.
enough chittering noise or slam into
Okay.
a wall to wake you
Sweet.
up if you were sleeping and he was keeping watch.
Sweet.
Of course,
Does that mean we
you
want to take a
would
long rest?
have a
I
similar
don't think we can afford to
reaction.
right now.
What,
Should a rat come along?
I think
so.
we do short rests.
what time of day is it?
In the amount of time that you've all been here, it has gone from morning to afternoon.
Okay, so not long.
So we
rest
couldn't even
yet.
take a long rest yet. So
So I will, as we set up, I will Song of Rest for everybody.
beautiful, beautiful Baxter.
Some-
And that's an extra D6.
Our lovely goth bard.
Extra. Let me read it. It's an extra D6. Yeah.
That's if we
So
spend
what?
this, right?
Yeah. So if you spend hit dice, you get an extra D6.
Oh wow.
Nice. Okay, let me make sure that this is correct because mine, when I click short rest,
You just use your hit dice. It shouldn't actually heal you. You have to
okay,
still
well,
roll
because
the
it says
dice.
wild shape, reset max HP, changes. I'm like, match HP.
Where are my hit dice on?
You are level 3 and you're a paladin.
Yeah.
So it'd be you have 3d10 to spend.
Oh.
But remember, only half come back on a long rest. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
It's under manage.
And then you get the additional d6 if you spend one.
Okay. Just gonna do that.
Sorry you wasted one of your bardics on me. I didn't get to use it.
Oh,
It's okay.
I need more
Reset
hit dice.
maximum HP changes.
We already rested, didn't we?
That's if like an effect
Sure,
lower your
we need to
maximum.
fucking
Okay.
rest soon.
All right.
Oh,
As
Lord.
you all are able to pass that hour in near silence as the house seems to settle around you. There's the quiet burbling as the well has seemed to reach an equilibrium of emptying and filling, now just slightly drizzling as the salty brine of the water wafts up from the pit below. The mirror is now completely covered.
We took the mirror out.
The mirror is now standing next to the water, reflecting the light from the windows onto the walls in a wave pattern. As all of the dirty dishes, doors, and dress mannequins observe you.
I thought for a second that the dirty ditches were going to attack us.
Yeah, I'm like, observing.
It's like the opposite of be our guest.
Be our victim.
Hit you dead. Hit you dead.
So if we
Try the great stuff. It's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the corpse.
Ah. This is the corpse with like gray stuff shoved in his mouth. Oh man, I really want to make a dark horror version of Beauty and the Beast now.
Gothic, it's a prime Gothic castle.
That's true. I like it.
We've explored all the doors in this level, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Plot twist, since the castle's
So
already
after
got
the
the
short
death
rest, I
level.
will start. We'll move up to the second level and make sure we cleared everything there.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move all of you up there just for ease of.
Yeah, we wouldn't let it go alone.
I'm gonna just be
Oh my god, you're floating in the middle of there!
vigilantly looking for that damn head.
For the bathroom?
To find it.
No, the Papa Claus head.
Every
Oh, I
window
see.
is the bathroom.
Oh god.
You guys have been peeing out windows? I'm just peeing on the ground.
All right.
What is that? It's the old dog. So it's a commercial's plop plop. Oh, what a relief it is.
Plop, plop, fizz,
Fizz,
fizz.
There you go.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Now you
Get
are back
ready.
in the hall of paintings. I
Hey.
Well,
think we're gonna move the map just to space.
Yeah.
What would you all like to do?
Wait,
investigate vigilantly.
Something
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
sure. It's okay. Let's try to find a dice. Try to follow. Don't know where it went. Is it under me?
I heard it over here, but I don't see it.
I have a. It's a black D20 under the table.
We'll keep an eye out for it.
Well, we didn't properly search her office, right?
We didn't properly search anywhere.
Because he got a 5 when he did search it, right?
Yeah.
We don't know that.
I know, but like,
I didn't find. I couldn't. I was too frazzled.
Okay, are you going back into the study, the dining room, or the bedroom?
I say we go back into the study because we searched the bedroom and didn't find the skull, right?
Did we search?
Yes.
Did we search the dining room?
Want to say we did, but I don't
No.
know.
I feel like not.
I
No,
don't
you
think
just
we
checked
did
to see if
because
there was anything
something
in it.
ran in there, or
Right.
you saw something watching us,
Right.
which now is one of those things probably.
Yeah. Maybe we should
Is
look in
it
the dining room.
possible? I don't know if this is too meta, but is it possible to make a insight check as to how important this skull would be to her? Because Clapperclaw must be a powerful entity if he can move us between realms.
Or does he have powerful friends?
So I go ahead.
14?
From the very little that you all experienced, Bevlorna, it seems that powerful objects and clutter don't deem very different from her. What matters is how important it is to whoever gave it up.
Okay.
Mm.
So it would be very important to Clapperclaw, so she would probably keep it prominently displayed or hide it.
Y'all killed her before
I
you talked to her.
mean, it's so messy. It's hard to imagine she has some sort of sophisticated organization system.
I will investigate this room. I got a 5.
Still vigilantly looking.
It's such a friggin' mess in here. Oh my word.
I would also like to point out that was a 7. I just do a -2.
Can I, at this point, be with my small stature, be like climbing through clutter and like trying, like, not just like looking and
Ooh,
poking
you're not
around,
gonna
but
smell very nice, buddy.
climbing.
And none of us have prestidigitation in this group.
I will just
There is a
repeat
pool of
this.
water downstairs.
I will repeat this for all of you.
Gross.
The room is filthy. Dirty dishes and bits of discarded food lie everywhere. The furniture was perhaps once of fine quality, but now stains of mysterious origin model every surface, and the upholstery has been patched numerous times. Set with its back to the wall, in one corner is a hulking wooden cabinet. Sturdy legs support the bottom of the cabinet 6 inches above the floor. A decrepit wooden staircase climbs the wall in another corner.
No, there's
Can
no
I search
surface
the
in here.
or
The
can I
cabinet.
search the cabinet?
Yes.
I'm gonna start up that staircase.
That's a 10.
It is locked with a heavy iron padlock, but through the frosted, it's hard to tell if this frost was purposeful or years of wear and grime. You can barely see what appear to be the outlines of baubles.
Not good enough. Solstice, I require assistance, please.
Wait, it's glass?
To help?
There are doors on the cabinet, and the doors have glass panes in them.
I have thieves' tools.
I have a quarterstaff.
Solstice, do you mind just ripping the doors off?
As Jeltra pulls the quarterstaff
My
back
thieves'
and
tools.
slams into it,
Percy
it just
does his-
bounces off. Boom.
Okay, I tried it. My arms
I lock
feel
eyes
like
with
that
you.
jitter.
Percy and Cody are both standing there with thieves' tools, like.
Okay. Okay.
I have a +9. You want to give me the help action?
Yeah.
And I will
I have
guide
to roll
you.
for that.
No.
Okay.
Thank you, Cody. That's a guidance.
No, it's okay. If you would like to strike it again.
That's only start.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, that's a nat 20 +4 +9. So 33.
You start to move the tools to it, and just as they connect, the lock just goes click to the ground with a clatter, and the doors swing open of their own accord as if welcoming you into their hearts.
Do the doors seem attractive to me?
You hear a as they open, the doors orgasming at your beautiful work.
Wow.
I give the most puzzled look.
It was
to
a
Jeltra.
32, like 33.
No, look sadly at my quarterstaff.
The cabinet contains blunt force versus finesse when it comes to seducing a cabinet.
Fair.
I tap the cabinet on its ass.
I would reach around to the back of the cabinet. So this cabinet contains 2 shelves. On the bottom shelf, there are 3 magic potions with labels on them in Elvish. Does anybody speak Elvish?
I am a half elf.
Just Jeltra or anybody else?
Probably all you, girl.
Jeltra, the potions read Potion of Diminution, labeled Shrink, another one labeled Grow, and another one labeled Vanish. The top shelf holds...
I actually speak Elvish.
You can see the 3 bottles labeled Shrink, Grow, and Vanish.
Okay.
5 languages.
The top shelf holds a stuffed cat that shambles to life when the cabinet is opened.
Baby!
Oh, kitty.
Wait, like a stuffed cat is in a taxidermied cat or like a plush cat?
A taxidermied cat that is now alive. As it comes to life in front of you, it hisses. And swipes at anything that gets too close.
I didn't realize that.
Damn
It was a thaumaturge.
I still, and I kind of, on Jeltra.
The cat. I know.
Ooh, what do those say?
But it's okay, honey. It's all right. Can I do an animal handling to
Nice.
see if I can calmly coax the cat?
Go ahead.
I will assist.
It's probably very confusing for this cat.
It's all right, honey.
Unless
It's
this has happened
okay.
before. to
Advantage,
this
I'll
cat.
assist.
Advantage. 16.
As you shush it, it stops its hissing
It's okay.
and puts its paws down
It's okay.
as it looks at you warily, backing into the corner of the top shelf.
It's all right, honey. It's okay. So do I have meat? Do I have anything? What do I have? It will.
I give you a piece of my ration.
Okay. Take a little piece of ration and just set it on the shelf in front. It's okay.
What kind of ration is it?
Whatever sort of dried meat.
Carrot.
The cat
It's carrot.
reaches forward and drags the dried meat towards it. Skewering it with one of its claws, it brings it up to its face and begins to lap at it.
There you go.
If it's a stuffed cat, would it have a stomach?
It's obviously alive. And
Is it
things that are
obviously alive or is it obviously taxidermied and moving about?
Roll
Nature.
nature.
Okay.
Roll
Why
nature.
gotta be an int check?
Can
Why
I-
can't it be inside or
Can I assist
perception?
with that because we're talking about it?
Or biology.
we're just-
The
Yeah.
cat seems thoroughly distracted with licking the meat that you handed
Okay.
it.
Life sciences.
That's an 11.
It's difficult to tell. Something is wrong with this cat.
Yeah.
But beyond that, it's
He just
behaving like a
needs-
cat.
It just
I think
needs
we should call
somebody.
it stitches.
Yes.
Does it have stitches? I don't see. Do I see any stitches on it?
No.
There's no stitches on it. Why would you call it stitches?
What is
There's no Jeltras on you and you're called Jeltra.
What does a Jeltra look like? Me.
Well, what does a Cody look like?
You.
Oh, I've met other Codys.
Well, like even you're Cody. So.
God, please don't let there be more of you.
There's at
what
least
does
3.
the potion say?
Oh,
That is a
So
world
this
I
one
would
says-
like to see.
that one says shrink. That one says grow. That one says vanish.
Dibs on vanish.
Percy already has his hand around the grill.
I don't know if this is. I mean, she's a hag. What if these are poison?
As you talk, the cat jumps off the shelf, having left the meat behind, and is on the ground
Oh, good stretch.
and starts to pad across the room.
Jeltra, I can't speak with animals anymore today. Can you?
Cool.
Can I speak with animals? I don't think I have.
I
speak
can-
with animals.
Big
Does-
animals.
Can't you do it as a furball, or is that only plants?
I'm not a furbolg right now.
Oh.
I am a half elf.
If she turned into a cat, could she talk to cats?
I have speak with animals, so
Oh,
you need to do that. Okay, I can't speak with animals. I'm not sure what that would look like for me. I think I just like, and then I go meow. And then,
I mean,
You just raise up and go.
hello, fair feline.
Let me check one thing. You all make the most fun choices.
Yay!
I love how 3 members of the party can talk to animals.
And the one who is part animal can't.
I don't know if you're part animal. Are you more animal than a human is ape? You know what I mean? Like,
That's valid. I've just been going with so much like funny tendencies.
As you meow, the cat is. What's it say?
Nothing yet.
What?
We're looking for the head of a friend. And I described the skull. Do you know where that might be?
Tiny door.
Although,
I used to put heads in there.
We recommending the tiny door, meaning the door we went through earlier. So maybe the study, or nowhere in the study.
The small hallway that we came out of.
the small one.
It stretches
Small way.
and extends a paw underneath the cabinet.
Yes,
It's a good hole for mice.
I imagine.
Oh, tell her we're looking for a
Do you-
large skull.
She just died. So you haven't seen something like that with antlers.
Not in the cabinet? No.
Well, she's been in the cabinet a while.
Do they have a name?
Did what?
What do we call it?
What's your name, fair feline?
Gleam.
Gleam. That's a great name.
Mother called me Gleam.
Can I pet Gleam?
Who is mother?
This rabbit would like to pet you. Is that okay?
Oh, he's big.
I'll hand you.
To eat the rabbit. And it begins to like start to get into like a prowling stance
The butt
as it
starts
begins to
with-
slowly move
The butt wiggle.
toward
I
Cade.
actually think you shouldn't have brought attention to
Um,
yourself.
I show my rabbit teeth. I go,
I get in between. No.
Meat lady. Meat lady doesn't want me to eat the rabbit.
I have folded both ears back.
And as it kind of rolls, you can see for the first time the stitches down its stomach as it rolls onto its back and then flips over again.
Is there anything you can tell us about the hag?
What is that?
I described what the hag looks like, I guess.
That is not Mother. She took me from Mother. Stretch.
A mother, another cat, probably. Is your mother.
No.
Who is your mother?
The inch.
She, the cat, Gloam. I said Gleam, but I meant Gloam.
Globe. It's more sinister sounding.
It is a little more sinister standing. Gloam describes to you
Is that the Brady Bunch?
I don't know. Magnum PI?
I love that Gloam is now like scatting.
Circuit USA?
Gloam
Isn't that Surfing USA?
Oh, the Beach Boys.
she describes to you my mother is creeping Lynn, bitter end. She is death and bone.
Is that another one of theirs?
Creeping Lynn. Okay.
Did she steal this from me?
And just Solstice. I'm going to put this on the map so you can see it, but just Solstice.
I'm not looking.
This is the image that you can see in your mind.
Oh,
Oh shit!
wow.
I don't like
Quite a
that.
looker she
But
is.
I have been here for ever.
I don't like that.
How do we get
I
you
love
back
it.
with your mother?
Does she have a little stage in her stomach?
She
Like-
talks, walk.
Well, that's good.
It's like,
It's puppet show. She's doing a puppet show in her own stomach.
that's creepy as balls.
Okay, is there anything else we want to ask this cat? Hello.
Meat.
As the cat holds out a paw.
I see it hold out a paw, and I reach and take my ration back from the top shelf and put it back in my pouch.
Do you tell us that she's asking for meat?
Oh, I guess if that's.
I had the joke kind of like just with my hip nudge Kate.
As you do that, the cat starts to push back as if ready to pout.
I bare my teeth at it again and fold my ears down again.
I
I give it a
don't want
couple
to sound
eggs.
rude, but I kind of want to see how this plays out.
We don't. No. I put 2 of my eggs down in front of it. If it wants those.
It gets distracted immediately by the eggs and finds one and starts pawing it. It starts rolling it across the floor and then trying to pounce at it,
Oh, that's
and
gonna
it
get
keeps
really dirty.
missing, but it manages to get the egg between its paws and then laps it.
Is there a-
Starts lapping it.
Is there a bowl? I'm gonna find a bowl and put the other egg in a bowl
Again,
so it doesn't get
reiterate,
away.
it doesn't have a stomach, so wasting one of our eggs on it just moving it about.
How do you know, Heart? It's been dead and now is alive again. I think that we shouldn't deny creatures that somehow evade the laws of nature to come back.
Also, Kate, are you gonna eat that meat later that it licked?
Yes.
Waste
The meat is bone dry.
It wasn't it before?
Yeah, but it's clear that there was no saliva or anything added to the meat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fine.
It just dragged a dry
Also-
tongue across the meat.
Somebody just said waste not, want not, right? It's like
As the cat is now distracted with the egg, what are you all doing?
As
I
soon,
bow to it and start for the stairs.
as soon as the cat turns away, I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna look
should we
again
check
for the
the
skull.
ruffle door?
Maybe. Well, who took the potions? Did anybody
Oh, I
actually
took-
take?
I took vanish.
You took vanish. You took grow.
Yeah.
Grow. Who took shrink?
Who wants to shrink?
I mean, I'll take that one too. if
I'll
anyone
take
wants it.
shrink.
Okay.
Okay, write it down.
I'm adding it in. Hold on.
Okay, Solstice is heading towards the stairs. Are people following or heading towards the other
My
doors?
love, should we not check this door at our backs first?
There is
Okay.
a third door in the room as well.
So there's 2 more doors we need to go through.
There's that one and this one.
I'll open this one,
The east one.
The ruffle door or the other door?
the ruffle door.
Okay. So opening that door, I'm just gonna put you in here so you have lighting in that room.
Yeah.
But we can say you are still at the door itself.
It is hard to see what is going on in there.
Slivers of light enter through cracks in the shutters that cover 3 tall windows. The light reveals the shapes of several pedestals. On each one rests an object with patchwork cloth draped over it. Wilting ferns in crumbling clay pots give the room its earthy smell. The floor is covered in a layer of straw. As you watch, one of those coverings shifts slightly and you hear that ruffling of feathers.
Do I see a skull?
Just the pedestals and the straw floor and the windows.
Right. I don't see a skull, but there's definitely some weird stuff in this room.
I mean, this seems like a trophy room, so it probably has her most beloved items, perhaps.
I don't know, whatever it is, it's moving.
Moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove. There's one like right in front of me, isn't there?
Yes.
I'm gonna remove the covering from it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, removing the covering, underneath is a taxidermied vulture that is shifting slightly on its pedestal.
And I will put the covering back over it. I just need to see enough to see that it is not a skull. It is in fact like a bird foot, and then I will put it back down.
If it's drapes are removed, it begins shuddering within its cage. So as soon as you removed it, it started fluttering about inside the cage and trying to spread, but unable to spread its wings.
What is
But it's in a cage.
And then, yes, once you set the draping back over it, it settles back into just light feather flutters.
All right, creepy birds in this room.
I don't know if it matters or not. He's got 5 foot of light.
That's okay. I can
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same kind of deal.
Oh, okay, cool. So they're
So
all
there-
birds in
There's
there?
only creepy birds in there. I told you there was birds in there.
I am not
Oh, the feathers.
willing to look under more and then have one of them have like, I don't know, fire breath or something. It just seems.
I mean,
If
if
we
I
don't
were
find the skull anywhere else, we can come back. How's that?
I'm just saying, if I were captured or
No, these are dead birds,
oh,
like the cat.
but the cat's alive.
The cat is not alive. The cat is dead. I mean,
It's
I
moving.
point at Cosmo. Is Cosmo alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I peek under the first cage and go, hello.
Sorry, who was the third button?
The third
The
button.
3 of these guys.
Just adjusting your lighting to give
Oh.
you each the little light fields.
I
Yeah.
nudge Cade and like this from the guy who thinks mirrors trap souls.
So you go into the room and open the.
Yeah, and I mean, I just really quickly, like, just, I don't know, save time, like, but just, I just ask them, like, how many, if they've seen the skull, and if there's only vultures in here, I guess. I don't know, what do I
Skull?
Oh, God. Yes,
You feed skull.
it's like a head, and it has sticks coming out.
It like claps its
I give
beak
it
at
an
you.
egg. Egg.
It takes the egg in its beak and sets it down. Not skull.
No, that's food for you. I'm hoping you can tell me about the skull.
It looks a little bit like
Can we roll to see if it's a vulture egg that she gave it?
it picks up the egg and puts it through the bars and hands it back to you.
I give it a ration.
It like crumbles the ration, not swallowing any of it, but like
Good.
crumbles it.
Awesome. Okay.
Tasty.
Oh, I'm glad
No.
you enjoyed it. Didn't seem like you ate any of it.
How often I have to say that they don't have stomachs.
You were the one that wanted me to talk to them, and I'm going to do it, by damn.
Sorry, my love, you're correct.
Yawn.
We're in hither.
Hmm.
Or thither. I don't know.
Thither? Yawn.
We're not in yon. We're either in hither or thither.
It picks up its like claw, kind of wags it at you. Thither? And it points at one window. Yawn.
Oh.
Okay.
And then offers its claw to you.
Oh, carrier vultures.
Oh, you can take us there.
No, I think they take messages.
Scroll.
Oh,
Scroll.
handy.
Scroll.
Do we need to send a scroll to one of the other places?
Well, do we want to alert them that we're going to be coming? I mean,
Do we
Probably
warn them
not.
that Bavlorna
I
reached out of his
stopped
realm?
peeing my very aggressive no.
Scroll.
not yet.
The rest of you just hear it squawking as it looks between each of you.
I have produced flame just so you know, so I can.
I'm going to just tie some string to its leg so it feels good about itself.
As you tie the string, it kind of hops across its perch. Thither? Yawn.
Hither.
No,
It-
not yet.
Reaches forward with its beak and unhooks the cage.
Oh God!
Then gets itself out with the string tied to its wing, and it takes out from the northern window and
We can't.
flies out.
Cody,
What did your note say?
why?
What do you mean?
We could have sent warning or requested aid or told.
We don't know anyone in Thither. Now they have a nice piece of string.
The-
And that vulture looked so happy.
It did seem to have purpose. I checked the other pedestals.
All of them
They're all
have
vultures.
vultures.
Okay. Okay.
And every time you open one, you get the same yawn.
I
You're doing great, buddies.
I hold out the rest of my string
Well, maybe later.
I grab your string and I put it away.
Is it
we-
you're adding it to your inventory? Should I remove it from mine, or you give
Yes.
it back to
The
me?
string.
No, I'm holding onto it and I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, you have 9 string then.
Add 9 string.
Where else? What would you like to do?
Percy went through that.
Next
Down
door.
south? Okay, so while this is happening, Percy alone went into the door
Percy
to-
alone.
Percy,
Passive
How
perception.
much HP do you got, dog?
21.
as you move down
What?
You only had 1 hit dice, I thought.
a darkened hallway,
27.
You took 21 damage and then
Percy.
you healed 1d6.
Well, because someone else, he did prayer of healing.
You did prayer of healing?
I did.
He healed
How
me
much did you
word.
heal for?
I did heal.
Oh,
the word.
healing work.
healing
Okay.
work, and then we rested, and then I had something out, or there was he did
The song of rest.
Let him.
Well, no, I was just confused. Like, how it got so high?
Right.
in this gore-spattered kitchen. If
Oh,
you
look, there's a
move the map
token in
little
there.
bit south.
It's gore spattered.
A stout figure with a stained apron, iron boots, a crimson cap, and a bloody meat cleaver chases a pair of vultures around a butcher's block
Oh,
while the squawking birds fight over a scrap of meat.
that's too bad.
And that is where we'll end tonight. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Mighty Misfit Menagerie does Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Oh,
I
wow, which
apologize. I think this one was a little bit shorter, but we were looking for like what was the cut point and whatnot. But
I think we actually
Yeah.
went exactly 2 hours.
well, hopefully.
Because we started the timer at
But the break in the
4:29.
middle is
Oh.
yeah. But with that, thank you all so much for watching. As always, please let us know if there's anything you'd like us to see. I'm going to work really hard on getting some more short videos out. The DM interview with me and Helena from the post-mortem of Raven Frostmaiden will be going up on our Patreon tomorrow. So it'll be out on YouTube in 1 to 2 weeks after that. So if you're a patron, you get to see it a bit early. And speaking of patrons, thank you to all of our patrons. Sparky, Dossie, Daniel, Rio's mom, Alistair, Sean, Rockelman, Death's Grasp, and Eric Fox.
Yay, you did it!
Yeah, finally! And with that, thank you for watching, and we will come up with a tagline.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Yes.